Your community's been involved with Project Playscape for a while. Why don't you give us a brief history of Project Playscape and what you're going to be doing next?
Okay, well, we started back in 2010. We had a need in our community for playground equipment, and so our community couldn't afford that in our city budget. So what we did is we went out, we set goals, we started to fundraise, and we were able to accomplish putting in new playground equipment at our park. And then we kind of just continued on. If there was a need in the community, we went through and we did the same thing. We reached out, we asked our community what they needed, we set our goals, we started fundraising, and then we keep moving through. So right now we are finishing up the ball fields that we recently did, and that was a huge project of about $450,000. So we got that done for our community.
You've got a new project coming up, and tell us about all this stuff sitting out here in front of you.
So we are going to be, we're kicking off in November, the announcement for the Splashpad. We're going to start fundraising for a Splashpad in Americus. This is going to be for Americus and all North Lyon County community. These here are some of our props because we had a really fun fundraiser this last go around with the ball field, and we are definitely going to be doing this again for our Splashpad. We had some duck races and chuck a duck. And so that's where we got kind of our props today, is kind of a splash theme with some ducks.
How much is the splash pad going to cost? What is the amount that you're looking at raising for this?
So we are looking at about $225,000, and that's going to put in the brand new splash pad. It's also, there's bathrooms that are set up there by the area, the location that we have approved to put in there. And we are going to renovate it. So right now there's only 2 bathrooms. There's going to be some changing area and bathrooms there. And then we'll provide some benches and some outdoor shade for the area.
What difference has this made to families in your community to have these types of activities for the kids?
Oh, it means a lot. You know, in the community, you know, there's just a lot of things. When summer hits out, you know, these kids don't really have a lot to do, or, you know, maybe they're stuck at home, and these kind of amenities that we provide in our community is a walking distance or a small driving distance. And so it's a safe place for kids to be able to go during the summer and have fun and make memories, and for families to take their kids when they have short breaks that, you know, we can't go on vacation this year. You know, it's great to have these kinds of things to offer for our kids. We have the ducks here, and what they had was numbers on them. People bought their ducks and they got their numbers. And so what we did is we ended up putting it in the lazy river, and it was fun because it sat in the lazy river until we said go. We did have a few escape artists on our hands, but went through the lazy river, and the kids had a blast watching those ducks, waiting for that number to be called at the end. So we had a first, second, and third place, and it went through that lazy river, and those kids were in awe. And afterwards, I think the fun part for them also was gathering the ducks. That speed through that lazy river took them ducks around a second time. So our kids were jumping in, grabbing those ducks, but it brought in some money for our cause. So it was a great fundraiser. You know, after our projects are done and these kids are getting out there and they're actually enjoying it, that's the satisfying part for, I think, the community, and not only the community, but for us. You know, it kind of gives, I'm talking about it and we're getting goosebumps already. But it really, seeing those kids go out there and play on that equipment, when we said, it's open, you know, those kids were so excited, and we can't wait. I guess our satisfying moment for the ball field will be at our grand opening, when all those kids get to start playing on the ball field.
These projects have been done with all donations, correct? There's been no state or federal funds?
No, all of our donations have been through grant writing, different businesses. We've had people in our community. We've had several that have stepped out and did matching for our fundraisers.
This is your first year participating in Match Day. Why is it important? Why did you apply, and why do you want to participate in Match Day?
Well, first off, we wanted to experience all the fun that goes on with the Match Day. You know, second off, we've learned through our fundraisers that, you know, matching a donation is really amazing and a good feeling, and a lot of donors want to see that their dollars are matched, and for a good cause. So we really wanted to be a part of this here at the Match Day this year. I wanted to kind of point out here behind me, we had recently a drawing and coloring contest for our district kids, and they came out and they made some pictures and turned them in. And so behind us you'll see pictures of what they would love to see for a splash pad. And we did have some kids that wrote on how they love how our community steps up and they donate funds for all their projects. You know, it really takes people out there to really see our visions and to be able to say, you know, we want to support them. Because just like I said, we are a zero-based budget, so, you know, our printing, our posters, our prizes to get these going, these fundraisers going, they're all through donors, and we couldn't do it without all of you.